Paste. Swedish actor. Go on then. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Can you see the big flat five head? The soft eyebrow socket, look. High set ears, pink lips, close set eyes. Look, draw the line down and across. You've got a female skull. Does he play Tarzan? Oh, the legend of Tarzan. Ooh, 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 ooh. You got big hips. Open up images. Let's have a look at your clavicles. They're not very thick, are they? They don't look like Wessler's hot dogs, do they? Again with the five head, the closest. It's a female face, look. Soft eyes, high set ears, giant five head, widest in the hairline, pink lips. They've masculinized the jaw, that's all I've done. Where's that picture? That one. It's God's punishment, isn't it? It's God's joke that if you are a woman and you are going to abuse testosterone, then you're going to have to accept male pattern baldness. He looks like Prince William. That's another tart, by the way. He's got a bigger face. Oh, it's Nicole Kidman. Right, watch this. Which one of these two has got cheekbones? Look, widest in the cheekbones. Look at that male cheekbone. Look at it. And it's on this side. Widest in the middle of the face. This one, widest in the hairline, look. Not in the middle of the face. This one, deep set eyes with a thick brow bone. This one, literally no brow bone. Close set eyes, look. Bigger mouth, smaller mouth. Bigger nose, smaller nose. Smaller chin, sloping jawline, pointed chin. Even with the masculine emasculation of this woman, the man's still got a squarer jawline. Look at how far out this jaw comes. This one's narrow, look. Even though it's been masculinized, don't even come close to the width of that bottom jawline there. Look at the size of it. Nicole Kidman. There's an even better picture, side by side. Look at it. Let's go back again. Alexander Skarsgård is who we're looking at. The new Tarzan, apparently. Arms akimbo. But most women are fooled by this. Most women find this attractive. And it's part of Satan's plan that you be attracted to your own gender without knowing. That's the part I don't like, that they're doing it without us knowing. You see, if someone come forward and said, "Oh look, I'm a woman, pretend to be a bloke," it'd be free will if you were still attracted to this woman. But for me, every time I find out it's a dude, it's no longer attractive because it's pretending. It can never be a woman. It'll always be a dude with a Adam's apple and a longer neck. Look at the size of this face with the short forehead, and then look at the size of that squashy face with the big five head. We can tell just by looking at the distance in your eyes. But the gait is a final answer. It really is. So what we look for is these gaits. She's got a diamond in her legs. So's this one lot. They're both women. That's a from midsections gait. What we're looking for is that bad boy right there. Full mince. Look at the size of them chicken nom nom thighs. Look at the hourglass shape. The violin shape. Look at the sloping female shoulders, just like the Auntie Joni's got. There's another one, full mince. Alexander Skarsgård and whoever her girlfriend here is with the diamond in her legs is a woman. Is that another one? No, it's the same. I don't know. I think it's still full mince. There's another one, full mince. With the shoulder tilt. Look at the shoulder tilt. Look at the hip twist. There's another one. How many more of these do you need to see? Shoulder tilt, sloping shoulders, arms akimbo, full mints. And the only reason I can keep showing you all these female markers is because it's a woman. These people lie through their teeth. Look. They lie through their teeth. From day one of getting here, they're born into the same lie, but they're part of it. We were born into the lie, but we're not part of it. We've been conned into sinning, subliminally, being attracted to these abominations. And that's what they are. They're abominations. They lie through the teeth. The world's in disarray because these people don't care. Most people don't care. It's not just these people. Most normal, natural people don't care. They will. And that's why I think this world is allowed to continue the way it is. Because millions and millions of souls that die over, I don't know, say 10-year period, they all get to God, and I bet they're all begging him when he shows them flat, how flat the world is, that they're in heaven, that the devil fooled them all the lives, shows them all the lies. I bet those people beg and beg and beg God for another go. Can I go back, please? Send me back. Imagine begging to come back to this place. Oh my gosh. Because you screwed it up again and again and again. Not this time, Satan. However many times I've been here, or if this is my first time. Not this time. This time I see what you've done. This time I know what you've done to me. I know what you've done to my friends. You've made mortal man an absolute mess. They can no longer decide whether they want to wear man's clothes anymore, let alone make manly decisions. Look at the state of this. When's the last... Fellas, seriously, look at them sloping shoulders. When's the last time you wore a halter neck shirt with a tie like that? Never! Thanks, Marv. Never. Because you're blokes, right? You wouldn't wear that. Maybe if you're gay, but I'm not talking about gay guys. I'm just talking about normal, natural guys. We don't wear this shite. We're men. But they normalise all this. These so-called gentlemen with the close-set eyes and the high-set ears and the giant flat five heads with Mickey Mouse's ears carved into the hairline. They normalise all of this. And this is the power that they've got using surgery and chemicals. Estrogen, in this case testosterone, but on a man they use estrogen to try and change the aspects of a man. So estrogen will remove hair and soften it so he don't grow a beard, and testosterone will harden the hair. It'll also give a woman a deeper voice. All these things are irreversible once they've done themselves in like this. They can never go back. Imagine that if you was just these people are born into this and it's done to them without consent. Imagine if you've done this to yourself with your own consent, and then on that final breath of ether, because that's what we're breathing, it's not air, it's ether. On that final breath of ether, you realise there's two angels or more carry you up to God's pearly gates. Imagine being that fooled. You'd beg him, wouldn't you? You would. You'd beg him, please send me back. I'll definitely not chop off me willy this time, Father. Or in this case, breasts. But this is the part that, again, it gets me over and over. This girl didn't ask for this to be done. It was just done, and then they raise them in a satanic cult. And if anything's true about the hot dogs and the pizzas and the adrenochrome, I don't believe in. If any of that's true, it's absolutely MK Ultra, right? It's Tavistock mind mess. I mean, for most of us, we're already messed up, right? Because we believe we're descended from monkeys, or that the world spins and it's not spinning, that water bends and we know it's level. The father of all lies is Satan, not Jesus. People keep trying to do it again. Jesus is the devil. No, he's not. No, he's not. Go read the scriptures. Listen to the book. Listen to what Jesus says. He speaks nothing like the devil. There are things that I can question that were said by Jesus. There are things right through that book that I'd question. From slavery to taking young girls, virgin girls, for yourself. Sounds like another book, doesn't it? My Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Father, doesn't wish any of this on anyone, that's for sure. The number of a beast is a man. That's why we're fallen. Fallen from grace. We're not the fallen angels. Well, maybe we are. The descendants of them. Because they found the daughters of men attractive. So that means angels have genitals, right? Unless they can conjure up babies in natural women. I've got a lot of questions, I really do. But I know I'm going to have to wait until I meet God for most of it, because I don't think those answers are here for me. He's going to take a higher power, a heavenly power, to answer lots of my questions. I'm just I'm just everywhere I look. There's flip-flops. And they're in every country. What the is that thing? Sweet baby Jesus of drag queens. What is that? Oh gosh. Not in a million years. Not in a million years, mate. That's got to be an open one, hasn't it? Surely. Or is that Alexander Skarsgård? It might well be Alexander. It says it is. Both FTMs, right? She's got really nice V-shaped clavicles. Now they are V-shaped clavicles. I want that picture. They are V-shaped clavicles right there. Save image. Alexander Skarsgård. That is a huge bitch, isn't it? Alexander Skarsgård is playing the part of a man. Double flipping there. Given away by the narrow face, the close set eyes, the big forehead, the high set ears, the small dentures, the sloping jawline. There's another one right there. Look at the size of her face. She looks like a little... Look how squashed that face is. But like I said, they've normalised this now. Or they're in the middle and process of normal. Oh, that's a nice gait. When descending stairs, women's knees open. That's a shame that's not a nice picture. And again, sat like a tart. God must be shaking his head, not only at these people, but at us for allowing them to carry on doing it. That's why I do this. Because most people, even though they know the truth, they don't do anything about it. They just sit on the information. Well, oh my gosh. Now he is a big dude, that one. Let's go back. Jared, I love your work. Always, you save me so much bother. Satan's reasoning is simple. He hates you. He hates me, he hates you, he hates all of us. And he hates these. He might tell them that he loves them, but the minute this meat sack cashes out, that energy that's inside the human body, soul, as us Christians call it. I say us Christians, I'm a follower of Christ. I don't like to call myself a Christian because Christians are dumb. They still think that God created a ball and that they're still descended from monkeys, but in God's own time, whatever. They still believe in space. They still believe that Alexander Skarsgård is a dude, even though when you see his gait, is quite clearly female. When you know what a female skull looks like, you can see all the feminine markers of a woman. High set ears, close set, rounded eyes, long forehead, widest in the hairline, no trachea. We're done. Did I put him in the back file? No, a lot. John Goodman, no I didn't. Alexander Skarsgård. Let's take your name. He looks like that English actor, I can't remember his name. Hair name, whatever. Again, the small skull, the lack of a trachea or an Adam's apple, the short chin to skin look. That looks like a trachea scar there as well, where they've put something in. This person lacks all the features that make a man a man. You can be fooled by these fake six packs. Remember, it cost £20,000 to have this done. Why doesn't it look like that there? Because she didn't have it done until she played this role. There's another one. We're done. That's a woman till the cows come home. Shoulder tilt. It's a tall woman, I give you that. It's a very tall woman. But it's still a woman. Nonetheless. That's the greatest part about learning forensics. You can just go straight to any person you want, just about. If they're famous, you've got them. I'm telling you now. Kim Jong-un walking, that'll do perfectly. It doesn't matter who it is that you put in. Once you've learned to do this, you can just look through these pictures quickly, and that one pulls the ringer straight away. That's full mints. There's another one there. I don't know who that is, but she's a little old. She's a little old female general right there. Look, crossing her legs over. This one from Flamingo with diamond. Look, another one there. Look, full mints. Another one here. Look, full mints. If it was a man, I wouldn't be able to find these full minces. If any of these were men, I wouldn't be able to find full minces. I wouldn't see flamingo foots. I wouldn't see ski with legs and feet. Because it's all of them. The powers that be. And they're all pretending to be at war with each other. When they're quite clearly not. They're all best mate. Closed doors. It's just for show. Walking with Putin, look. A pair of them are women. Walking with Trump. Ski with feet and legs. Look at that Q line on Trump. Inward to the knee and then downward and out. Tiny feet. Look how, for such a tall man, he's got tiny feet. And there it is, the pair of them mincing together. Look, inline footfall. Inline footfall. That's how simple it is to do this. Once you've learnt the gates, You don't even have to look at the faces. You just look at the gaits. But when you don't have gaits, you're going to have to rely on the face. Which is why I start the show by showing you these two skulls every time. So you don't always see people walking. You don't always see them up and about. Sometimes they're sat behind desks or whatever. With the skull training, you don't need this. You just look at the distance in their eyes, the size of the forehead, fivehead, where their ears are sat. The face has a lot of different markers on it, but they cannot move the eyes. You understand? How many Alexander Skarsgårds are there? Are you kidding me? I've got 3 of them for some reason. Let me delete those 2 because they're the same one. And then we'll take those 2. Alexander Skarsgård fails forensics. It's a chick. For all you women that are in love with him, it's game